TGIS and TGIS. Thank God it's Saturday. Thank God it's Sunday. Thank God it's Monday. Hope that you're faring well as I am, and we can flow together as we have always been. So, 53 days to go. 53 days to October 10th. 53 days. Every day, one day drops. So, as it is the tradition of the show, we caution ourselves against any form, any style, whatever the way, violence, guide against any and every form of electoral violence. Avoid temptation. Resist temptation by avoiding. Run away from it. Don't give in. Let nobody influence you. It is obvious that in election period, campaign periods, emotion runs high. But we can keep our emotions in check. It is upon us to keep it in check. You want to maintain and campaign in a peaceful, cordial, non-violent manner. Everybody is a stakeholder. Everybody in election is a stakeholder, and everybody protector. Everyone is a protector of the atmosphere. We are all protectors of the campaign atmosphere leading into or onto the day of election. We appeal to you all to do whatever you can to keep the atmosphere peaceful. And the responsibility is even stronger on and with the candidates. They are the ones who the people look up to. They are the ones who the people believe in. They are the ones in whom the people accept their instruction. So you want to speak to your partisans, your fanatics, your loyalists, your candidates. Speak to them. Whenever there is an address you got to make, speak to them. Use 3, 4, 5 minutes to speak to them against any form of violence. Let them not engage into any violent conduct. As much as they love you, as much as they want to see you ascending to the legislature or the presidency, they should start that by respecting you and engaging into non-violent act. Violence doesn't give anybody a victory. Instead, it puts you in a position that you're going to lose the election. So you want to speak to your partisans, your fanatics, your loyalists against any form of electoral violence. And that will take us to the campaign schedule as released by the National Elections Commission. There was conflict from the onset. Political parties came out, independent candidates. Everybody was exuberant to get the ball rolling as fast and as quick they can, but were not mindful of the clash. So there were a couple of clashes, there were a couple of intercessions. Now the National Elections Commission were released the schedule. But before them, all of these people were informed by the National Elections Commission ahead of time to present their schedule so that NEC can sit down and do a formal layout. Everybody was told. Some did immediately, some waited, some the last minute to time, as the people were saying in Liberia. We often wait last minute to time before we act. So NEC will release the presidential candidates campaign. Political party, independent candidate, launching and closing dates, venues, other campaign dates, county, locations, and contact number. That's what NEC has. So you have LFP. LFP, they got the location, Magibi County, August 5th, Grand Bassa, August 7th, Riverside, August 10th, Bombing, August 15th, Cape Mount, August 20th, Bong, August 25th, Lofa, August 30th, Magib Bakpolu, September 5th, Nimba, September 10th, Grand Jita, September 15th, River G, September 20th, Sino, September 25th, Grand Cruise, September 30th, Maryland, October 1, Maserati, October 6. MPC, Maserati County, NPC, Movement for Progressive Change, Simeon Freeman, August 8th, August 10th, August 13th, August 15th, August 17th, September 10th, September 25th, September 30th, October 1, October 2, October 3, October 4, October 6, October 5th, October 6, October 7, October 8th, August 19th, August 22nd, August 29th, August 30th. PHP Community, Doe Community, Jacobtown, Peace Island, District 10, Old Road, Cinca, Batnasville, Central Morovia, Batnasville, Central Morovia, Bend, ELWA Junction, King Gray, Gbange, this is the Gbangestown area, Brewerville, Painesville, West Point, Doe Community, Lakwazi, Bong Mines, that's Bong, Salala, Bong, Gaman, Gbapolu, and Bopolu City, Gbapolu. Those are the areas for the Movement for Progressive Change. The Coalition for Democratic Change. The Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC. Official campaign launch September 7th. NEC is aware, NEC has indicated it. Closing of CDC campaign as they indicated to NEC, and NEC will do a layout October 8th. So they got August 4th, August 5th, August 6th, August 8th, August 9th, August 10th, August 11th, August 12th, August 13th, August 14th, August 15th, August 16th, August 17th, August 18th, August 19th, August 20th, August 21, August 22, August 23. Travel to Morovia. What are the areas? What are the areas CDC will have to crisscross as per next schedule? Morovia, Central Morgue, CDC National Headquarters, 7-Day Advantage, Eternal Life, Christian, Batnasville, Maserati County, Maserati District 7 and 8, day-long concert. That's why they submitted. Maserati District 14, 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 13, 15, and 17. Unity Party. Unity Party. Official campaign launch as submitted to the National Elections Commission, September 17. That Unity Party, according to the National Elections Commission, as they submitted their official campaign launch, September 17. CDC is launching on the 7th, and Unity Party is launching on the 17th. closing of Unity Party campaign as they submitted October 7th. October 7th. So they got August 16, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, D17, D15, opening of district office, D10, Susan Berry Field, Congo Town, official opening of Maserado County office, 2:30 p.m. District 11, visitation of rescue team at 4 p.m. D12, visitation of rescue team, District 8, visitation of rescue team. So the National Elections Commission has it so that there will be no conflict at all. August 24th, August 25th, August 26th, August 27th, August 28th, August 29th, August 30th, August 31, September 1, September 2, September 3, September 4, September 5, September 6, August 25th, August 24th, 25th. Maserado County campaign team, save your vote, save your voter rally 2 p.m. District 7, visitation of rescue team 2 p.m. District 5, Police Academy, visitation of rescue team 2 p.m. District 2, Jacob Town Field, visitation of rescue team 4 p.m. District 4, Ominga Field, visitation of rescue team 2 p.m. District 3, Pop Line Community, visitation team 4 p.m. District 1, Kebal Community, visitation of rescue team 1:30 p.m. District 12, Queer Field, visitation of rescue team 3:30 p.m. District 14, Doe Community, visitation of rescue team 1:30 p.m. District 13, Iron Factory, visitation rescue team 12 noon. District 16, District 15, drive going through Logan Town, uh, Logan Town, and then main program at Longe Field, Caldwell, visitation of rescue team 4 p.m. District 1, Tody and Carisburg, visitation of rescue team 1 p.m. District 17, Browville, visitation of rescue team 1 p.m. This is what on the decks of the chairman of the National Elections Commission of these elite political parties. The rest will follow. And then after Unity Party, what's the next party? New Liberia Party. New Liberia Party. Their official campaign launch, according to the National Elections Commission, is August 26th. August 26th. And their official launch will take place at Susan Berry Football Field, Monrovia. They will close their campaign on October 7th. On October 7th. So they got August 7, October 8th, August 18, September 6, August 27, August 26, August 28, August 30th, August 21, August 30th, September 10th, September 9, September 11, September 16, September 19, September 18, September 31st, October 10th. All Liberian Coalition Party, ALCOP, Lucinin Camara, they will officially launch their campaign on September 10th. ALCOP official launch of their campaign is on the 10th of September, according to the National Elections Commission. And they will do it at their campaign headquarters, Aluminium Factory, Somalia Drive, September 10th, at their campaign headquarters, not out of the city or Maserado County, but they opted to do it, to launch their campaign officially at their headquarters on the Somalia Drive. All Liberian Coalition Party, ACO for short, This is the party of former finance minister Lucien Camara. September 10th, they launched their campaign, and they will close their campaign on October 8th. On October 8th at the same place. So they got August 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, September 4, September 5, September 6, September 7, September 8, September 9, August 27, August 28, August 29, August 30, August 31, September 1, September 2, September 12, September 14, September 16, September 18, September 20, September 22nd, September 23rd, September 27, September 29, October 1, and then October 2nd. October 2nd. Liberia Restoration Party. Liberia Restoration Party. Liberia Restoration Party. They have indicated to the National Elections Commission, and NEC has accepted that they will officially launch their campaign on September 15. September 15 in Gbakolu County. And they will close their campaign on October 6. The official launch of Liberia Restoration Party will take place on September 15. And the close of the campaign will take place on October 8th. So if you look at it, majority of them are launching in September officially, and there is no conflict. There's no conflict there. Thanks to the National Elections Commission for doing a good layout. Almost everybody launching in September, because September is the month that ushers in October. So everybody wants to put the last bits and pieces together in October. So NEC couldn't have done a good job as these people submitted theirs. There isn't a conflict, there's a gap. You have 7, CDC launching on the 7th, and then Unity Party is launching on the 17th. And then after that, you have the other people launching. Some, like the New Liberian Party, they are launching on the 26th of this month. They are launching on the 26th of this month. And you have All Liberian Coalition Party, September 10th. So there isn't going to be a conflict. The political parties and the National Elections Commission did extremely well. That's how it ought to be. And please, if your party is not launching on that day, do not attempt to go to the next party's launch. Do not take on a party t-shirt when you are not a partisan. You may think that it is your right, you may do it, but your conscience can never serve you well. Moreover, you are doing it in the open. People will see you. So if you wore party A t-shirt and you went there for whatever the reason, after that, and then you move 2 days after when party B is launching, you move there in party's B t-shirt, people will identify you in no time. That's how some people got beaten, because you can tell. Don't wear a party uniform when you are not a supporter of that party. Don't try to play the smart game when it is not a smart game, but rather you will only be placing yourself in a difficult situation. Somebody might see you and get angry and just point at you. You were at party A headquarters. You wore the party t-shirt. You think we know you? You're partisan of that party. Then you come here. You think you can fool us, and then they will start to hit you, put you out. We have seen that. Don't do it. Don't wear another party uniform when you are not a supporter of that party. When that is not your party, only wear your party uniform. Only your party. If you love your party, you will not create problem. If you love your party, you will not be a sycophant. You will not be a liability on other parties when you know that your party is sufficient enough to move with its campaign. You can't be gallivanting here and there. You hustle on the other side, then you hustle on the other side. For $5 US, $10 US, some people got badly beaten. And they end up spending more than the $5 or $10 US they receive from people. They will give you the $10. They will give you the $5. Right now, that crowd contestation, that's what you see. The crowd contestation and crowd contestation does not determine who wins or who will win. That is the reason why when the campaign is over, all of the candidates, they hold their heart. They are concerned. They are worrying. They are calling here and there because they know at that point now it's left with the people to decide. So who has large crowd? Who don't have large crowd? Who can put a large crowd? Who have not put a large crowd? Who has less number? Who doesn't have less number? It's not a factor in electioneering politics. The factor is when you can sell your manifesto and the people are convinced that your manifesto is palatable enough for them to consume. That is the factor. And that is why everybody will go around telling the people, when you elect me, I will build hospital in your district. Our district have not had hospital for 6 years. And now, when I'm elected, I will give you a hospital. And when I'm elected, the hospital, 20 or 25 days into my election, you will see the move of the hospital. Our district does not have a polytechnic clinic, a polytechnic. Everybody running to other vocational schools or the University of Liberia. Everybody trunking into the University of Liberia. And people experience difficulties with finance, with the weather, and a lot more. But if we have a polytechnic or we have one or two academic institutions in our district, it's going to prevent a number of people from going through strenuous situations, getting to a single university that is overpopulated. So the people will listen to you and say, okay, our district does not have an academic institution. And this candidate is talking about it. It's talking about it. We think that is something good. So let's give our vote to him. That's how you run campaign. And I should reiterate, don't run your campaign on another person's past. Say what you can do, how you would do it, when you would do it to the electorate. Campaign is selling your manifesto. Manifesto means plan or a proposal. A proposal is what you sell to a company. If Voice of Liberia want to get something done, they will do a proposal and sell that proposal. That means they hand the proposal over to the person whom they have interest in and believe that that person can accept it. And the person would take the proposal and look at how it is structured by Voice of Liberia. Given what Voice of Liberia put in that proposal, immediately they will say, Voice of Liberia, we can do business with you. We have accepted your proposal. It's palatable enough. It is better. That's what it is. So a campaign message is just a proposal that this is what we are telling you, giving to you, trust us, you're going to see it happening. So you want to do just that. That will be doing it for that. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews. Today is Friday, the 18th of August. Significant day in Liberia's history is the next talking point. Very significant. 2 decades peace, 2 decades uninterrupted peace. 2 decades. 2 decades. Long time, too long a time. But there is a difference between peace and stability. But I think the two go simultaneous because there can be no peace without stability, and there can be no stability without peace. The two are Siamese twins. One commentator will argue that Liberia has peace, but Liberia isn't stable. Stability simply is when everything is okay. Peace is where you have a serene environment. And stability is where it is the confidence of the peace. Stability is the offspring of the peace. So when the atmosphere is serene, when the atmosphere is unique, then what happens? You have confidence to come outside. Why do you have confidence to come outside? Because there is stability. The atmosphere is calm. So the two will go together. Now, an event is taking place if it hasn't finished, if it stay on by a group of Liberian civil society group to mark 20 years of peace. But before then, I should talk about the United States government. The United States government will commend Liberia for sustaining sustaining 10 years of peace, 10 unbroken years, 10 unhindered years of peace. 10 years. Long time, 2 decades. 2 decades. So the US government is excited and will commend Liberia for that and look forward to sustaining it beyond that. The United States government, through its ambassador near Monrovia, will commend Liberians for keeping the peace since the Accra Peace Accord was signed 2003. The U.S. Embassy said Liberia, as a country, should be proud of its achievements while assuring that America remains a strong traditional partner. As Liberians celebrate 20 years of peace and democratic governance, it said in a statement, which occurred due to the enormous sacrifices of ordinary Liberians, women, youth, civil society, and religious groups to end the brutal civil war. Your country should be proud of this achievement. The United States continues to be a strong partner of Liberia. The statement concluded. So, a couple of years back, it wasn't easy. The country had several warlords, several armed groups, LURD, Model, IMPFL, NPFL, together with the small sets. And it led to an estimated 250,000 people losing their lives and being displaced for several years. To get it on the path it is now wasn't easy. Discussion on the table is not settled in a twinkling of an eye. It wasn't easy, especially when you have a situation involving military people. Let me not say warlords, but you have military people, and all of them command their respective fashions, and you want them to lay down their arms to get a number of things going through. It's not easy. So there were a series of meetings in Accra and other places. The reason it is referred to as the Accra Peace Accord because there were all of the warlords, all of the military people, the negotiators, the stakeholders, the witnesses, everybody assembled and signed that document on August 18, 2003. So the group that organized it, they are saying it should not be exclusively peace, but instead calling the intervening period, these advocates peace, and insists it is only stability as long as Liberia does not, in their words, hold those responsible for war crimes, that Liberia does not have peace. This is their argument, but only stability. The country is stable, the country does not have peace because those who committed, those who those who initiated the war, they have not gone to face the law, that they need them to be tried at a war crimes court. They have all along been advocating for the setting up of war crimes court in Liberia. So that's it. Very significant. Hassan Bility is the director of Global Justice and Research Project. He's one of those who is opting for the setting up of war crimes court in Liberia. He said that he believes that this is an attempt to undermine the quest for justice. That how can the people of Liberia commemorate something they don't respect? That they will not pay attention to such political gimmick until those who committed war crimes in Liberia, those who led to the slaughtering of thousands of people and displaced millions more, cannot face war crimes court, but rather they are being rewarded with lucrative positions in government. All right, that will be doing it for that talking point. The next talking point we got is the MRU Parliamentary Delegation on Women Empowerment. They are excited that Liberia is making significant strides in that, empowering women. They had a meeting with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dr. Buffer Chambers, and will express their excitement about how Liberia is making progress, though it's not a jet light progress, but they are making progress in the empowerment of women to various positions. Liberia got women in various positions, various positions. The vice president, Joa Howard Taylor, on one of she and President Weah campaign trails, said had it not been for President Weah, she wouldn't have been vice president of Liberia. She wouldn't have been vice president, a woman, female vice president of Liberia. So she will count herself from the top down, how President Weah will follow the footsteps of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So let me give you an excerpt of that. The MRU Parliament delegation will meet with Speaker Buffer Chambers. And in that meeting, Speaker Chambers said Liberia is making significant progress in the area of women empowerment. And he said President George Weah is the he for she, stating that the president actively supports and promotes gender equality. It will mean that the Liberian learned leader, he said, is aligned with the principles of the he for she movement advocating for women's rights and empowerment. He went further to say this could even involve policies, initiatives, and public statements that address gender disparities and promote equal opportunities for all genders. He said in Liberia, women are holding high level positions in the government. And then he will call for a united Africa, that he wants African problem to be discussed and solved in Africa and not in Brussels. The expression or inserting the word Brussels is just an expression for foreign land. That Africa can use Africa or African land to settle its problem, then taking it to another place to be settled. So what else did he say? He will urge the MRU, that's the Mana River Union, parliamentary delegation to Liberia to play a role in advocating for a united Africa, something that involves engaging in discussions and actions, he said, to encourage collaboration and solidarity among African countries within the framework of the Mana River Union. The Mana River Union parliamentary delegation in Liberia is headed by Rebecca Ye Kamara, parliamentarian of Kano District, Eastern Region of Sierra Leone. And she said the visit was intended to meet with members of the Liberian legislature ahead of the elections on October 10th to share a message of peace. She went further to say that whatever happens to Liberia will affect other countries in the region. And as such, it is important to speak peace as citizens go to the polls on October 10th to elect their leaders. She also expressed admiration for the legislature for women empowerment, but called for more improvement in the number of women representation in the legislature. 53 days, 53 days, 53 days to go. 53 days. Yesterday it was 54. Today is 53. Tomorrow it will be 52. Day after tomorrow, it will be 51. So time is gradually running out. Time is gradually running out on all of the candidates and political parties. So you want to do everything you can to reach out to your candidate, your electorate, so that you sell your message. 15 minutes is coming up to 15 minutes to 3 o'clock. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews, on this 18th day of August 2023, election year in Liberia. So let's have your say. You can weigh in, but let me talk this and then you can want to ask you. There is the situation in Niger. The situation in Niger. It seems that Liberia might get involved. That's the situation in Niger. Let me get. mm, it's a bit difficult, but I will get it. I will get it. It's right after this. So there are reports that Liberia might send troop or might add to the standby force in Niger to bring the situation under control. That's what is out. That Liberia might send troop there. So the question is, Is Liberia ready? And it comes from Abdel Fattah Musa. Abdel Fattah Musa is ECOWAS commissioner. He made the revelation that all bloc member states, with the exception of those under military rule and Cape Verde, the rest will have to participate if need be. So this is an apparent reference or indirect say to Liberia or the Liberian government, you have to start putting your bits and pieces together militarily. If need be, we will call upon you. Abdel Fattah Musa, ECOWAS commissioner. So it is a call to President George Weah to get ready that if need be, Liberia will have to contribute troops. But it's not the first time. It wouldn't be a news if the government approves that. But should that take place, is Liberia ready amid October 10th election? That's it. So you can join in the conversation on 0770 907 907, 0880 907 907 on Biz and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews, on this 18th day of August. They elect the candidates at crisscrossing. We saw just before we came on the air, we saw a couple of individuals, couple of partisans and their teachers, the moving, the chanting, they raising their voices, they showing up their placards. Uh, and it was unique. The atmosphere was unique. You know why? Because nobody will disturb them. Nobody. They're moving easy. Good afternoon.
Hello? Yeah, I'm otherwise alone. Calling from 15 gate.
Arthur, the radio is still off. Turn it off. You will still understand me, and I will understand you.
Okay, I'm otherwise alone calling from 15 gate.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, at this kind of present movement, we are going to election, 1 month and a half for election. So we will not be prepared to send through to Michelle. That's my opinion, Pooh.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Yeah, move away from the radio. I beg you, sir.
Yeah. I'm, it is unfortunate that we have our national election ahead of us. Then we are talking about sending troops to the Republic of Niger. Firstly,
it wasn't a direct proposal or request made to the president. It was something that Abdel Fattah Musa said in passing in his address.
Yes, but for me, we are not militarily prepared for such a mission.
But we did it before. We I think we still have troops in Mali if they haven't been withdrawn.
Yeah,
so we can do it if the need be.
I agree. We haven't troops in Mali, then the number of soldiers will get here, then we'll overstretch ourselves financially. Yeah, we are now. So then we have any military things that we carry down that place in Nigeria is talking about Nigeria military equipment. Wow, Bosnia have any jeep, military jeep, yes, at least to protect them, but that area is a terrorist area. Are we prepared? Hello?
So we aren't. In your opinion, Liberia isn't prepared?
No, we shouldn't take part.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, change your location. Just move from where you are. Your line is breaking. Change your location and cut off your radio. Yes, sir. Let's hear you, Jeff.
My brother to stand through in Nigeria is coming in and like people get it out of it. Election cannot stop for all depend on the mindset of the Liberian people. The election cannot put in the violence. We have our army that can say to Niger, our own contribution to help Niger. We pray for Mali, we do for Niger. And that is with the mindset of the Liberian people. I will put it out yesterday and take
So you support that if that the request is made formally to the Liberian government, you support it?
Support it. We can control the election. What we are Liberians, support this on the election. We can be granted to the president, we can say structure to Niger. And control the election before they happen. Before the mindset of the Liberian people.
How is the campaign going in your area?
Pardon?
How is the campaign going in your area?
Oh, campaign was very fine. We started moving people. When coming also, we got a poor champ. The other civil also, and we got a poor champ and civil. Also, we have people in the
Which party do you support?
Oh, I'm
CDC. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. 0770 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Have your say. Is Liberia ready? Besides that, the other talking points we've got on bits and pieces. NEC will release the schedule. Everybody knows where and how they're going to campaign. MRU parliamentary delegation to Liberia extols the legislature for women empowerment. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Eric Swain.
Let's hear you, Hello? Mr. Swain.
Yeah, brother. Liberia can make it about 30 troops to Niger.
And do you want it to? You want the country to send troops there?
Yeah, to send troops there because like why other countries have Liberia, so Liberia need to have another country too.
Even when you are not in the position, because somebody helped you, so you should help.
No. We are in a position all to take care of our election and do everything by ourselves. Nothing will not happen bad.
How are we in the position? Can you explain that? Just give me a technical idea militarily.
Yeah, you say what?
Give me a technical idea militarily when you say that we are in the position. How are we in the position?
In the position, Liberia they get they don't have weapons. The UN or sending them there. So they all you get more ammunition and more things to protect yourself. So we can look at the young people suffering, like the President Bazu, in problems. So the country need to help. The country need to help.
Okay. Thank you for calling. 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. You can have your say. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Abel calling from Suklin Hills community. The issue here is that I should tell you that Liberia is prepared. Liberia is prepared to go for the war. Hello.
What makes Liberia prepare in your opinion?
What made me saying that Liberia is prepared is that we did before, and Liberia is going for a war. Now that's the military main war is just a game. You want to play football, you don't want to play a game. You play football, you have to play a game. You see Liberia going meeting attract Ghana. But be prepared there for additional training before going there. We're not carrying our own weapons, although you can carry a weapon with you, but they got weapons that Liberia were trained to, and it is not owned by them, but they will be given the opportunity to use that weapon over there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cut off your radio. Cut off your radio.
Hello?
I appeal to you.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Teresa calling from the Oro, Teresa Flomo.
Let's hear you, Madam Flomo.
Yeah, I feel that when when the offer is made to Liberia, we should accept it. For Liberia to go help to keep peace in other countries, because it also happened to us in West Africa, and ECOWAS came in. We should not just look at our strength to say we're not able to do it. When fire is in your neighbor's house, it's also good to help to call it off. And Liberia did it in Mali. We are able to do it again. It will also help to boost the economy. We know some people that went in Mali too. When they came back in our community, something changed for them, they and their family. So it will be necessary if Liberia is
but
called upon
we got election coming up now. We got the security for our country too is very important. We know that the situation in Niger is a fragile one. It's very significant, but it just happened at the time we get election in Liberia too.
Yes, it's true. Last year, they see here, Liberia just follow graduates. They just keep for recruiting, and they still have people to train. So we can do all of that.
So that recruits then was sent to Niger?
No, the recruit will stay here. They have veterans. We have veteran soldiers. The recruits, they recruited almost a year. So that can stay with our country and others who are more advanced go.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
You are the piece of money?
Let's hear you, Zoga.
Yes. My bro had to. I didn't get ourselves. We have good amiss.
Did you say denigrate? So what is the denigration there? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak.
Yeah, I say I'm a trained by the American. So can make it.
Okay.
Oh, did it before.
All right. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm listening to you.
Yes, I'm Joseph Okombu, calling from GSAO.
Let's hear you, Josephus.
Yes, it is good for Liberia to go and make peace in all countries. We should not be the one that always receive help. Why we can't get help? Let us go and make peace in the country too. It may be us, and we know when it will happen, and we pray for it to happen. But we always need help. So people need help from all this time around. Let's go and help them.
So because they need help so much, y'all go and help them. They got to make a request for it. Then we look at the request. We put a request on the table. We look at it Google. Yeah, because we get other things in the country too now. And you hear the thing that are happening. You hear how the kind of statement that people making. You hear how the government responding. Yeah. He's up. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you. And you?
Yeah, I will tell you that Liberia is not prepared to go to exist. The reason here is very simple. We did it during the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, at which time our economy was better.
Yeah, you off the line. You off. Your line went off. 0770907907 0880907907. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Let's hear you, sir. Your name, where you calling from, and then.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Howe, and I hail in from New Georgia, sample station number 13.
How is New Georgia this afternoon?
Yeah, New Georgia, cool. New Georgia, okay.
And how's the campaign going on there?
It's very small. People are getting prepared to go out there for the campaign now on the field, and I think everybody here is getting prepared for the campaign as well. Yeah.
Which party do you support?
I do support the CDC.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your many talking points. I really appreciate your talking points. You know, for me, in my opinion, I would say that Liberia is not yet prepared to go for another war and to go there and help other people, because now in Mali they are there and they carry on another protection there again. For now, Liberia is going to election. So when it comes to that aspect, the few army will get here they have to stay here and spearhead the election, but it will not be expedient out of the good outside again. And to conclude, I think and the election commission they have done a lot. Maybe by putting in a lot of strategy as to how the election should be run the campaign. Because if you got people coming out together, I think it will cause a lot of chaos for us. And it happened recently in district number 12, to be precise, 10, including 9 and 10, wherein you had the CDC people and all of the UP people. When they got mixed together, it caused a little commotion. So as to the scatter law that they have done, I think we should applaud them for that and let them keep working hard so that we can see a peaceful and transparent election within the country. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. Yeah, NEC and the political parties did extremely well. They did extremely well. So the schedule isn't conflicting. No, the schedule isn't conflicting. Everybody will be launching on different days and dates. That's how next structure is. CDC announced their launch will be on the 7th of September. The 7th of September, CDC will launch, and then Unity Party launching will be September 17th. September 17th, 1-7. September 17th. And they will close the campaign according to what they submitted to NEC on October 7th. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, you are on the air. Let's hear you, sir. 0770-907-907. When you call, make sure that you are ready to say something. You don't call and then you're just saying hello, hello, hello. Moreover, you don't have to, many of you, let me use the next 1 minute to educate you people. You don't have to. That is a way back thing, way back. Even way back, the people have problem with it. You don't have to increase your volume to listen to yourself. It is not for you to listen to yourself. It is for the public to listen to what you are saying. It is just like standing on the sidewalk and you thought to call somebody, you take your phone from your pocket and you dial the person number. And when the person answers, he or she respond and then you respond back. You will not take your radio from your house everywhere you go. When you're ready to call Sam Andrews, then you put the B radio on loud so that you will hear yourself. No, not at all. No. Or when you call into a radio station, once you have listened to what the presenter or a talk show may have said, then you write that down because that's what you're going to use to react. Then you cut the radio off and you call the station. As soon as you call, you hear the person saying, hello, or good afternoon, or good morning through your phone. When you hear good afternoon, good morning, hello, it means the radio station has put you on. You on the air already. Once you hear hello, good morning, good afternoon, you are on the air. So you don't be increasing the volume of your radio. Don't do that. That is the reason for the feedback. You're calling and your radio is loud, that terrible sound. The people are not going to understand you. Your message will not go across because there is a distortion. So you want to avoid the distortion by just cutting off your radio. When you cut off your radio to speak, what happened? Everybody listens to you with ease, with clarity, and they can respond. But if not, no. Okay. 5 minutes after 3 o'clock. So Joe Buaka, JNB, got another endorsement on today. Joe Buaka got another endorsement on today, scores of Liberians will endorse Joe Walker. Let's bring you excerpt of that. Joe Walker. So endorsements are all over the place, and you're going to see endorsements in the second round. In the second round, some people they say, first round ballot, first round. We're going to win this election, first round, no second round. Well, you will accept that because they're entitled to it. But they had a number of factors in our country by our geography and constitution that can allow that. Already you have multiplicity or you have several political parties. 20 political parties, 20 persons, 20 parties opting for what's Monday. I'll bring the layout. 20 already, 20. And then so no party can win one round victory. 2023, October 10th. Don't be misled. You're going to hear the National Elections Commission announcing a second round. You're going to hear that. Today is September, look at me, August 18. I'm running the election now, fast forwarding the elections. Today is August 18. Take it from me, mark it down. Say Sam Andrews said on Voice of Liberia 104.1 bits and pieces at 9 minutes after 3 that there'll be a second round. When that time comes, when you hear NEC announcing it, then you go back, you say Sam Andrews said it, or Voice of Liberia said it. There's going to be a second round. Those are what you're hearing are cliches. They're political cliches. Cliche is a statement of belief. Cliche is a statement of excitement. Cliche is a statement that brings out aliveness. Cliche is a statement of feeling excited, building a momentum from within out. But it doesn't say that it is the reality or it determines the reality. Well, you have the cliche. Everybody, listen to the people. How can you people convince that it's going to be a one round? Everybody's saying one round victory. Look at the census report. There are too many factors that can allow our system for a political party to win first round, but you can win the first ballot. It is the first ballot that will take you into the second round. And there now you have political parties, the two people that are in the second round, fetching for endorsements, calling people. Why would they be fetching for endorsements? Because they want to increase their number. The second round, the National Elections Commission will give the reason that this party obtained this number of vote, and the percentage is this. This party obtained this number of vote, and the percentage is this. Given that our tabulation, no party has attained the percentage of 50 plus 1. Therefore, there's going to be a second round, and the second round will be on this day. And then what happened? Everybody now, they start preparing for the second round. So they go back, the political parties will go back on their drawing table. They will now start to look at those parties in the first round that accumulated considerable votes. Not any and every party they will go for. They will sit down with their strategic teams, election experts, permutation experts. They will sit down with all of those people. They will go through the numbers. They will look at the geography, a number of factors they will take into consideration. Then they'll reach the conclusion Party A got 940 votes. This party got 3,840 in this area. It got 4,005 in this area. We can go for this party. If we can get all of their votes on our side, we can go ahead of our rival. You can win the first ballot, which will take you into the second round, but it's not going to be a one round. What you see is just a political cliche just for excitement. Yeah. United Party say one round. CDC say one round. MPC say one round. LFP say one round. Tajikistan Party say one round. Everybody saying one round. So you sit down and ask yourself, why everybody saying one round? How many political parties do we have? What is the census result? What number did the census bring out? What the registration figure, eligible voters by the national or from the National Elections Commission? And then you take that vote or the percentage or the number of registered voters from the National Elections Commission, sit down and do the calculation as per geography and other factors. Then you will arrive at the conclusion that all of these things that the people are saying are just political cliche, man. But don't get excited. Politicians will make you excited. It is their job. That's their responsibility. But it is not. If you've been following elections in this country, if you are aware of all of the factors that play in election, you will not get overly excited, say they're going to be one round. The politicians will tell you it's one round. They ought to. They ought to say. But it doesn't suggest the reality. It is only NEC that can say one round. That means when NEC finish, when the voting is closed on at 12 midnight, and then counting starts at the time NEC will announce. When somebody win the first round, NEC would not have to announce a second round. NEC will announce that this party has won no second round. That only NEC. That only NEC. Until then, political parties just getting you excited. They're getting you motivated. They are stimulating you so that you remain buoyant that, yes, they are ready to win the election. But nobody, you see it. You said Sam Andrews said it on August 18. Nobody will win first round. All these political parties, no, they can't win first round. There's going to be a second round. Let's take this break. Peace. We pray for peace in Liberia. Peace is significant. Nothing above peace.
It's narrow. It can talk and sweat, but it can still eat fish and cookies together. From the other side, on this side, we can still dance together. Let's come together, getting the peace. Liberia is VOL. Yeah. Babu popole, la gloire mon Dieu Babu popole, la gloire mon Dieu The time we take to cause trouble, we should take that time to do something constructive in unity. Mama Liberia need us.
You can say an embedment, dear. The time we take to cause trouble, we can use it for a better thing that will advance our lives.
We pray for each other. We will succeed when we come together as one. We will succeed.
Peace by narrow. Liberia is all that we've got.
When you get
They come up only country.
up west,
The people say come on patrimony.
Abama Yambo, you are Jippa. But our interest lies, but I be up west. Let's come together, in the peace, in the peace. We don't want a palaba, we don't want a halala, we don't want a palaba, we don't want a confusion. Let's come together, let's in the peace. Liberia is all we are. Sit and talk and fret, but they can stay, eat fish and cookies together. You from the other side, I'm on this side, we can stay dance together. Let's come together, let's in the peace, in the Liberia. Yeah. 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 The love we have for each other, it's time for us to show it. When I started traveling, started creating, yeah. Let's work together and move the country forward. When mama and papa are not happy, the t-shirt can be empty. When mama and papa ain't here, the children can be happy. What we want, what we need, that's why I prefer, that's why we prefer. Let's come together, in the peace, in the Liberia. Yeah. 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 Let's go together, in the peace, in the Liberia. Let's go. When mama and papa ain't here, the children can be happy. What we want, what we need, that's why I prefer, that's why we prefer. Let's go together, in the peace, in the Liberia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go together, in the peace, in the Liberia. Life music.
No better place than your own place, your own house. Nowhere you can feel comfortable than your own place. Oh, yes, what a song. Peace. Your own place is better. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 with me, Sam Andrews. Today is Friday, the weekend. I think we're close with a social issue since today is Friday. Something ethical. Okay. Let's move to this one. The rescue team, as they call themselves, the rescue team, Unity Party, says it is glad for the endorsement received from the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia, a progressive grassroots political party headed by determined young people of Liberia. Unity Party says that it follows conversations to have the Economic Freedom Fighter of Liberia support the rescue mission that is seeking to replace the government of President George Weah and restore the lost image of Liberia. He went further to say, we are extremely grateful to the leadership of the economic freedom fighter for the endorsement. We also want to say that Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share in the foreign policy of the economic freedom fighter, as our alignment with the party is only tied to the process of removing President George Weah democratically by October 10th. The rescue mission supports the economic freedom fighters' calls for violence free elections and calls on all international partners to demand fuller support by all parties towards the Farmington River Declaration. There are many political parties supporting the rescue mission with different governance approaches, but are united around the idea of removing CDC from power. The economic freedom fighter and all other political parties that are supporting the rescue mission are independent political parties and may not share similar governance approaches like ours. The rescue mission headed by Joseph Yuma Boakai remains supportive of the FRD, that's the Farmington River Declaration, FRD, and calls for violence-free election. The Unity Party, their statement concluded, foreign policy will be the benchmark through which the rescue mission shall govern and want to assure our international partners of such endeavor. And this statement that came in just 3 minutes ago, signed by Mo Ali, campaign spokesman, Unity Party. So, said the EPL, Economic Freedom Fighter, will endorse Joseph Barker. But here is what I want to talk about. The endorsement is normal in campaign, and you will see that in the second round. But there is a line in his statement which I think is just a political slide. Yeah, what he said. We also want to say that Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share, may not share, may not share. Maybe I do not know, I'm not good at English, and you people are the grammarians, so you help me out here. But I think I'm right on this. May not share, may not share. It's different from not sharing. Not sharing is different from not involved. May not share, it simply means that there is a little involvement or approval or siding. We also want to say that the Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share, doesn't say will not share. May not share does not mean will not share. May not be a part of. Look at it quickly. Whenever you're writing a document, you have to be mindful of the words that you use. When you are reading a document, you don't just read for reading's sake. You watch the structure, watch the words that are used. Look at the context in which those words or those terms or phrase or phrases are used. That's how you get the writer's true intent. If you can have or pursue these, guess what? You are bullied. The writer uses you, and then his idea is across. More Ali cannot say, the first thing first, if something is far different from your policy, you cannot incorporate. If somebody endorses you or intend to endorse you, it means that you share similar philosophy, that their philosophy tie in with yours and yours tie in with them, or the part of your philosophy tie in with theirs and part of their philosophy tie in with yours and part of theirs tie in with part of yours tie in with them. That's what it is. So if somebody is endorsing you, endorsement is not purely because you like the person or the person has money or the person is popular. No, endorsement is based on policy. It's based on philosophy. You align with a person or an institution based on the policy, based on the idea, based on what they portray, and you have similar or same. It is the same as, or you can understand it in the context of friendship. You make friends with a person because you think that you have similar traits, or the person has an idea that you also have. So you think that you should align or identify with that person. When you do that or intend to do that, it's an endorsement that you endorsing that person's idea, that the two of you can be friends. You can share your idea. That's what endorsement is all about. So these people will come and say they are hosting Cuba, Russia. What's the other country? I think 3 countries flag. And they went in their statement, according to their chairman, Emmanuel Gonkwe, that nothing wrong with it. It is their right. But if you look at it carefully from a diplomatic standpoint, there's a problem there. And that statement led to the government reacting. When you hear the government talking about people making statements, they're doing this, they're doing that, that's it. Some of you will not know. You'll think that these people, because the government, they want to get back in power, so they're saying that's the reason they're saying these things. No, it is beneficial for you and I. You'll be smart. I told you people yesterday, some people are in elections not necessarily to win, but they allow themselves to be used as surrogates to cause stir. This is something that happens all around the world. You have to be careful. Only institution or sovereign country can hoist another sovereign country flag by their diplomatic ties. Voice of Liberia, what sense does it make? Who would believe it to be true? A voice of Liberia can say, we put in Cuba flag up at the radio station. We put in Russia flag up at the radio station. You know what that will portray? You know, those who are average-minded, those who are diplomatically informed, you know what they will start to say, how they will start reading into that. Then you have a party that is running to take over state power, will start to do that in campaign. And you think that nothing wrong with it, it's just ordinary, it's normal. No, you have to read between the lines, open your eyes, think, spread your mental horizon, stretch it. So how can Unity Party say, the first thing they acknowledge, Mo Ali's the second statement in Mo Ali's statement, the second paragraph is diversion. He is diverting. He is not saying that Unity Party support. He acknowledges that it is wrong by the expression we share in it. That what you're doing, we share in it. As far as we're concerned, we know the implications. So we share in it, we're part of you. That's what he's saying by this statement. So they know that it is wrong, but they are acting like it is not wrong, though they acknowledge in their statement. If you are philosophical enough, you will see it. Listen again. We also want to say that the Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share in the foreign policy. What foreign policy EFL will come up with? What I just told you about. That they have relation with Cuba, with Russia. What's the other country? Foreign relations simply means you have relationship with a country outside your country. So they establish, according to Emmanuel Gonkwe, they establish link with Russia, with Cuba, that until they can claim state power, they are in full communication. They are flowing. And when they take state power, these people will be their allies. Why it is true that they have the right when they become government, but until then, we are in a campaign period. Nobody has been announced winner yet. So you can have these things happening in such a time like this. We also want to say that Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share in the foreign policy of the EFFL, as our alignment with the party is only tied to the process of removing President George Weah democratically by October 10th. No. Endorsement means we share the same philosophy. It is not about strength. You're not looking for strength. Right now, it's policy. People endorsing you. They endorse Joe Barker today because of Unity Party policy. And Unity Party accept them because of their policy. So how can Unity Party and the rescue team say they share in economic freedom fighter foreign policy? The fact that you agree for the men to be a part of you have shared in the men's policy. It is the men's policy, the men's idea that you are accepting to be a part of yours, that you combine it with yours, and then you move forward with it. Endorsement is not necessarily strength. You're looking for a number of people. It's not the multitude. It's the policy, the idea that you bring to the table, that you're going to sell to the people. But because you people, very many of you, have no time to be critical and validate certain things that they say and write, so you just think, oh yeah, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, okay, nothing wrong with it. So Unity Party, in short, or in closing, Unity Party shares in the foreign policy of the economic freedom fighters. That the Unity Party support the economic freedom fighter foreign policy or foreign relation with Cuba, Russia, and the other countries, as they said in their statement released by the chairman or the standard bearer, Emmanuel Gonkwe. You cannot, if you and the person don't have the same philosophy, you people can move. You people are diametrically opposed to each other. When you are diametrically opposed, you can align. I mean, you're different, are different. So we maintain our diversity in such a political terrain. You maintain yours, you speak to your people, I maintain mine, I speak to my people. But if we accept to be a part of you with the name endorsement, then you accept my idea, I accept your idea. That's what it means simply. So the people say when they win, they bring in Cuba, they bring it in Russia, they bring it in Tajikistan, they bring it in Uzbekistan. And until then, these are the people they are talking with. So they put their flags up so that everybody will know that it's not just talking it, but we acting it. So United Party in support. More Ali cannot sit in for me and say that is not true, whichever way you will want to play around it. No. You can endorse a party or an institution that is different from yours. Endorsement means we have the same idea. We have similar or same idea. And I like your idea because it ties into mine. So we can align, we can move together. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. So if Unity Party supports EPL foreign policy on that, that's what he said. Yeah. Listen again. He said, we also want to say that Unity Party and the Rescue Mission may not share in the foreign policy of the economic freedom fighters. As our alignment with the Unity Party is only tied to the process of removing President George Weah democratically by October 10th. So that's it for Mo Ali's. That's Mo Ali's position. It was just released. Joe Barker has been endorsed by scores of supporters from the economic freedom fighters. Everybody moving, everybody crisscrossing. Independent candidate Musa Hassan Bility is on the other side, convincing the people. Former Finance Minister Amara Conan, everybody, they're crisscrossing their candidates, the electorates, to convince them. 53 days to go, 53 days to do everything. All right, so tributes were paid as last respects over the remains of Hans Bachu by his colleagues in the rotunda of the legislature. The tributes were touching. It was a mournful scene, but prophecy fulfilled. He played his part on the national scene. He impacted his nation, and he's of the same. Like others have gone, and everybody will move with time and circumstance. So they will pay their tributes, and it was touching. So CDC campaign team is in Lofa, Zozo City. They are telling the people there what they can do, how they would do it. The team is in Lofa County. And this is one of the counties that is going to be contested for, Lofa County. Okay. So those are the bits and pieces, having just opposed them. That's it. So let's turn to you for just few calls. Let's see what you have to say about Mo Ali's statement. Then we take something sports, and then we zoom out. The weekend is tight. Some exciting matches, but there are also injuries. So the various teams, yeah, to Arsenal suffer. Barcelona, injuries are all over the place. What's happening with those teams? Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel Riches, and I joined the conversation for Upper Carwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to your talking point. I want to say thanks very much. And yo, Mo Ali in the leg of the Unity Party should understand that we are not stupid. For the fact that Emmanuel Gongwe can come up and say these things against our traditional partner, because all the countries that this brother is mentioning that they will support or they will bring to Liberia, these are countries that do not share the idea of our traditional partner.
Sure.
For Unity Party to even align themselves with these people, my brother, I can tell you that Unity Party have already meet the demand. For the fact that you can get, look, America is a country that when it against someone, and then you friendly with an enemy, they can also punish you for that. So Emmanuel Gwangwa in the left are proving to the American that they are not in support of American idea. They don't want to work with America. Then you get Unity Party working with people who say that they don't have interest in America, and more Ali coming to tell that, oh, when it comes to foreign policy, we're in the position. No. Emmanuel Gwangwa in few days threatening our peace. He even said you will get a group of men, some of them they are ex-general, some of them they are this and that, and he try to threaten our people. Want to believe that these people from the United Party and other people are linking to Russia. This is why they are threatening our peace every day. Even the former vice president even threatening our peace every day. But if you want to say that we are here, Liberia belongs to all of us. The Liberian people will make the decision. Nobody to feel that you can threaten this country, or no one feel that you can go against American policy and you survive. We on the CDC, we are clear that we will support America, we will work around America. There is no other country we invite into this country if America not agree. So we are saying to our people, you have to be very careful, because before you make a decision, and then after 2023, America turn against us. These people are very desperate for the fact that the former vice president can say, if they come for you to dance with the devil to win election, it's a clear indication that this woman want to bring Russia in our country, and will not accept that. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. 0770 907 907 907 907. So it is the weekend, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, thank God it's Saturday. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. The various leagues in Europe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
This is political science. I'm calling from the 16 of precise good time. People defend our time for re-election of the president.
Let's hear you.
Thank you for your topic discussion. What I would like about voice of Liberia. I think VOA, right?
Yeah, VOL, Voice of Liberia, 104.1.
Yes. Thank you. You know, we always talk a good topic, but it's just the way the Liberian people to see how best we can see that things should be well and good for our safety. You know that it's one whole person wonder they can call all the small material and a small message. They go call your son and go call your brother, call your sister, go call them want to say something. You know, they can be nervous. You know, their mind, their brain is that kind of way, low mentality. You know, in Liberia, those who supporting war or supporting a riot or whatever in the election, God, I know the election will be free and fair, direct. There's nowhere in Africa is 110 president. No, that means it's a chaos. You want to bring all back to 97, whatsoever, whatsoever. There's no one can win this country. My brother, let the people go say that. When America can stand some Prince Johnson, they let us, Jeremiah Kune, they paper what calls a Congo, what preach for someone to live for the prison cover and run away at night. We cannot forget about that thing. That labor that died in Clarota, I think you can stay that record. What Lebanon, India may kill that labor.
Okay.
But not that. Today they can stand and say they want to go.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You are on the air.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. And you?
Okay, this is James S. Bundle. I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Let's hear you, James.
Yes, I want to make some comments on the analysis that you made on mobile communication. See, look, endorsement does not necessarily mean that you that is endorsing, you accept the person ideology. It is the person that is endorsing you. Not you are the one who is endorsing the person. If I am endorsing you, it means I am satisfied with your ideology. It is based upon that. This is why I am endorsing you. Okay? But if you are endorsing me, you got to that I don't like. This is what Mo Ali made it clear that we do not accept their international policy. But in fact, these people send their president into power and America, who is our traditional ally.
Listen,
Hey, hold on. Let me make. Don't
listen,
hijack
it
me.
is not for you
Don't
to
hijack
say.
me. Let me.
No, Chief, it's not. This is not your personal thing. If the moderator call you to order, you listen. What do you call don't hijack me? You think that joke we're playing here? What wrong with you? You listen to the person who is moderating the show. All you have to do, pause and let the person say what you want to say. Then you're saying, don't hijack me, don't hijack me. What's that? You think radio that joke?
Recharge. See?
So endorsement, whichever way you can put it, James, whichever way you can put it, endorsement is idea. You're accepting the person's idea. You're accepting the policy of the person. Can you identify with a person who has a different policy and yours is different and your flow on? You are not. You are not. Why do you fear of certainty? Why do you avoid certainty? You understand this whole thing about endorsement to mean policy, idea, will. That's why it's all about. And not strength. The other person can be different, you different, then the person endorse you or you endorse, whichever way you try to say it. Chief, that's the same old thing. That's the thing. Endorsement means you're accepting the man's idea. The man's idea align with yours align with the man. That's what endorsement is all about. Endorsement, not the number of persons, but rather the idea. So you look at the person's idea and say, no, this one does not align with us. We can join with this man. The man idea different from us. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I'm Francis Moriba.
Let's hear you, Mr. Moliba.
Yeah, thank you for the talking point. My concern have to do with the Israeli that came from Israel when our president went for, I think, for a visit, something like that. Was saying then we can't hear about them. So what become them in country?
Very good question. You can take that up with the Minister of Information. The Minister of Information.
I think you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Augustine Fire from Paisley.
Let's hear you, Fire.
Okay, thank you, Minister, for the opportunity. You see, there's a democratic institution, Liberia, I'm speaking of. We have divisive in oneness, divided in oneness. Different people, different political persuasion, but we live under one political umbrella called Liberia, right? If Emmanuel Dongwe is the supporter of Russia, but find it prudent to support Joseph Yuma Boakai presidency, I don't think anything is wrong with that. It is not the EFL or foreign policy that United Party is going to pursue if they have won elections. It is the United Party political or maybe a foreign policy that is going to be pursued.
No.
So for what to insist,
yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
So for what to insinuate that because EFL endorsed Russia or other enemies of America or people of different political persuasion to America means United Party going to agreement with them means they are going to pursue their policy. It's not true. They are going to pursue the United Party foreign policy. And it is United Party that EFL endorsed. It is not United Party that endorsed the EFL. They are going to go with the ideology of the Unity Party. So let's Joseph Boakai to get rid of this government. Thank you, Minister. Democratically, I'm not saying by the use of thank you, Minister, for the opportunity.
All right, James. Thank you so much. Is it democratically or not? Like that? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You are on the air. You want to speak?
Yes. I know that you cut me off, but I will still make this point.
No, Chief. You don't approach the airwolf with anger or vexation. You don't do that. Judge, you allow intellectualism to prevail. You saw what James did? and discuss the issue as simple. Everybody will intellectualize, and I'm using my intellect. You use yours, but you read yours, your intellect. You read the emotions out, and then you speak calmly. You put sense to the table. I am saying, I have said, and I maintain as we close. Endorsement is accepting an idea from a person, having realized that it aligns with your policy, whichever way you can say it. That's how politicians, those of you who don't know, you're listening. That's how politicians come up. Say it is not a person who endorsing, it is this person. So this policy can be this way. That's how they blindfold you. Politicians know how to go about blindfolding people. Endorsement is just on one thing. Take your dictionary. Take your dictionary. Look up the word. Some of you have smartphones. You look it up. That's the essence of having these phones, so that you will see. It tells you exactly. Don't mind how they're saying it. No, it is not the person who it does. It is not the other men talk about benefit. How will you endorse somebody and you won't profit from it? How will you? How will you? How will you? So, yeah, the first one, they say an act of giving one's public approval or support to someone or something. How will you? You profit. You profit. So let's assume that EPL wins October 10th. And their partners, Russia, Cuba, start to come in. What do you think Unity Party would not benefit, or assume that Unity Party won? Would not? They will. There is a benefit along the way. At the second round of elections, why do people endorse? Why they endorse? They endorse because they come and see that we're endorsing CDC because our party's position is the same as CDC. CDC has a number of clauses in their policy that we have. We have a number of clauses in our policy that CDC has. Therefore, we can align with CDC or we can endorse CDC. That means we share our idea with CDC because CDC has similar or same idea. So they join their idea with CDC. When CDC wins, then CDC, they benefit from the endorsement. The same way when Unity Party wins, then the party that endorsed, or those parties in the second round that will have endorsed or share their idea, then they will profit in return. That's what endorsement is. So how you want to interpret this whole thing? The people say when they are elected, in fact, before they can even be elected, we're putting all the flags up. And you know the diplomatic difference. You know the political trend. You know how it's going around. So how can you say that what I'm saying is different from what Mo Ali said? Go to the Mo Ali statement. Sit down carefully and analyze it. And avoid being sentimental. It is wrong. When you endorse somebody, it means you support the person's idea. You go, you support the person's idea. Why you endorse me? When you make friends with somebody, it means that you share similar or same characteristics. That's what it means. So what's the difference? That whichever way you try to color it, it doesn't work that way. No. Okay, thank you ever so much. This guy, he's okay. Let me just put you. Yeah,
Hello.
good afternoon. Yeah, you've been hanging on for long. Thank you so much for the patience. I appreciate it, and let me hear you.
This is Patrick Ejimakoi, but this is very precise and bridge. Thank you for your topic on discussion. You know, when people then coming up, when they talk about endorsement, people don't understand. When the president said a word, people say, oh, the man don't know book. When the man say lobby, they say the man don't know book. All of them are on lobby. Endorsement again, they don't know what they call endorsement. Then they go back to school. Because the school Sunday, I don't know why they're not teaching. The people who get PSC, you get PSC, you don't get book. Then how will you take someone in power? How will you take someone in power? These are people, then the people go bring that Russia and other things, that Russia, me, I know that bro. we say yeah, a human say yeah. So go more than the soldier. Someone they be doing things that cannot be in Canada, they will see there. That the fees they want put oil problem. They will put a same problem when you put pepper on the fire. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling and have a nice weekend. And this is how we go home. This is how Bits and Pieces recess for this week to return afresh on next week, Monday, if God permits. Voice of Liberia 104.1. My name is Sam Andrews. Thanks for being there with me.
Don't trouble nothing too much, you know.
1, 2, 3, loving 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3, I love you. 5, 6, 7,
I'm missing you.